Chucky. Now personally, I can't stand dolls.
I've never seen that before. It was slow, scary.
It's a man scalping a woman while she sleeps.
I know the last one was Chucky, and I've always hated that film.
But basically some girl was on a boat and something jumped out of the water and grabbed her.
When she actually touched the doll, it came to life and I actually almost jumped out of my seat.
Quite surreal, and I liked that. So I think I smiled, and I just sort of was a bit giddy about it and felt really interesting to watch.
And that was just made me jump a little when the thing jumped out.
One that I've recently watched called Sinister, and I just think the way that it kept the audience in tension for like a quarter of the film, and then it really started to get under your skin.
I don't watch horror. I do watch horror, sorry, and the ones that I do watch, I tend to forget about because I don't like them. I watch them for the fun of watching them, and then forget about them because I don't want to remember them.
My favourite horror movie is probably The Thing from like the 1980s. Main reason because the special effects in that were amazing, because they had a lot to work with. Sci-fi was a big thing, and sci-fi horror especially, but it was just so gory with what they did with the special effects, especially when everything ripped off, its head came off and turned into its own little creature that sort of just crawled around looking for the next victim. And then it got bigger, and it assimilated the next characters, taking them one by one.
I can't really pick a favourite, but I do quite like Grave Encounters, just because I like the whole handheld footage thing, and I think that's what I really enjoy. I like the first and the second one because it's all in the same place.
Paranormal Activity out there. That's probably the properly scariest movie where I've gone away scared, but thinking back on it, the way they did it was good. I liked it a lot because it made me scared of just an empty house because you didn't know what was there.
Probably The Entity. It's not gory, it's not visually horror, it's more a psychological horror, and the music in it really makes the film, and it's one of the first ones I can remember seeing. It really scared me. It even scares me now. My wife won't watch it now and she's 31.
It gives people a thrill that they don't get from other films.
I think some people find it quite thrilling, like you get the sense of adrenaline like you would after a roller coaster. I think some people really enjoy that.
I don't really want to imagine that, to be honest, because I can imagine they're going to have all sorts popping out at you, smelling things and making you feel things that you don't really want to.
I see horror movies getting worse and then finding a rise as people try and get better with them, as new technologies developed.
More gore with the CGI that's available. As it gets more and more, there's going to be more special effects, more to make it more gruesome, because obviously people are adjusting to this, so they're going to make it more gruesome, try and scare more people, and probably more messed up